In Arlington, Janer, take it away.
Good morning, Stacey. Always good to see you on Thanksgiving. And as much as you put me in a good mood, I got to tell you, the Cowboys were not in one after that demoralizing loss to the Packers. They said they used that agitation to fuel them into that monster win against the Vikings. And I guess the question in the locker room this week was, how do you maintain that sort of consistency? And it was linebacker Micah Parsons who says he's not getting complacent. He is staying mad. In fact, I loved this quote from him this week when he was talking to us. He said, "It's like a bully trying to take your lunch money." And he's had enough. He's not letting anyone take his lunch money anymore. Let's see if this defense can put up another big performance against the Giants, who in particular are dealing without 4 of their offensive linemen who aren't making the trip due to injuries. The one that stands out, tackle Evan Neal. Jamie, back to you.
Jane, Stacey, you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. We know you have a full day ahead of you here on NFL Network, so we appreciate your dedication. Early in the morning, happy Thanksgiving, friends. All right, time for Throwdown Thursday. We've got a great slate of games starting in just a couple of hours, and there's some serious offensive talent taking the field. Got to ask, which quarterback wide receiver duo do we think has the biggest Thanksgiving performance? Grabbing those turkey legs right off the plate. Is it Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs? That's fun. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, or Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson in the nightcap? One for each game, Jay.
For me, on this one, so many great choices.
Yeah, you just did the
late in the meal.
First time you're asking me the question.
Let me see. For this one, I am going with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
And for this, they're going against this Giants team. Fabian Moreau not going to be playing in the game, or Dory Jackson gets hurt on a punt return. He will not be playing in the game. So these guys have an opportunity to go out there. Guys that haven't played a ton of football for the Giants will be the corners out there. Darnay Holmes will be in the slot. He's played well this season. But this is going to be an opportunity for Dak and CeeDee Lamb. And I think for Wink Martindale getting ready for this Cowboys team, the first thing you're not going to say to yourself is, hey, I got to go prepare to stop Dak in the air and CeeDee Lamb. No, Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard on the ground is going to be the first thing they try to attend to, and that's going to open up the passing lanes for CeeDee and for Dak Prescott. So I expect him to put on a show. Ezekiel Elliott jumped over a Detroit Lions defender a few weeks ago. That same vertical leap, we'll see him doing that into the kettle with a touchdown today.
Is it boring on sports TV if I agree with my man right here?
It breaks your rule. That's usually your rule.
It makes me authentic, but it breaks a rule. Usually you want to have a different take.
Be authentic.
And we yell and we...
Be authentic.
I'm being authentic.
Okay.
I think Dak and CD have a day today. And the more I talk about this Giants game, and I know a lot of Giants fans are watching on the East Coast, like it might be 70-0 by the time I'm at the end of the show. I just feel like the Cowboys are rolling. The Giants are injured. Wink Martindale sending everybody. There's no one on the back end. CeeDee Lamb is going to eat today, and he might be eating a lot more than lamb or turkey. He might be eating Giants, okay? I think CeeDee Lamb has a day. I think Dak Prescott moves to 10-0 against the New York Giants. I love what the story's been. I just don't know if the Giants have the bodies to stop them today.
Now, would you be really upset if I also said the Cowboys?
That means it's a jinx at this point.
I'm going to say the Bills.
I'm going to go Josh Allen and Diggs. I just look, the Detroit story is really cool, but I said this before, in the silver lining of them having to leave Buffalo last week was, all right, you want to put Josh Allen and Diggs and Gabe Davis in a dome? I think that might actually help them. And now they get back-to-back weeks. You guys know I talk to Josh Allen every week. He gave me some just great quarterback stuff last week where he threw that touchdown pass to Diggs in the back of the end zone where he threw it so hard he fell over, and we were laughing about it a lot. And I said, on the Josh Allen arm scale, 1 to 10, like what was that? And he goes, that one came out pretty warm. He said, I'm going to go 8.5, almost a 9. And he said, it came out pretty warm. And so I said, how often do you break out the big dog? How often does Josh Allen throw the 10? He said, not very often at all. He said, my last pass against the Jets, which is the one after everyone thought he got hurt and went to Gabe Davis, that was the 10. But he had a great take. He said, if you have to throw it that hard, there's got to be somebody else open. Like, that window is too small. So I use the 10 very rarely.
Wow.
I don't think he uses the 10 today because I think there's going to be some guys open, but I think we see some 7s and some 8s, and I think they have a day.
So I'm going to stay on this half of the table, and I'm just going to...
Bills?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback.
Let's fight.
I'm going to piggyback Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, but I'm going to go more Stephon Diggs. And it's not because Josh Allen, I think Diggs. You know, he's had an interesting couple of weeks. He has that game against his former team, the Minnesota Vikings, and he balls out. He plays great. But you know who played better? Justin Jefferson in that game. He was like, I can do this. I can do this. I want to make a name for myself. I want to show them why I came to Buffalo and I wanted to play with Josh Allen. But then Justin Jefferson with the glove and kind of one-upped him. And then they've had a rough couple of weeks. They lose to the Jets. I think he comes back and he's like, this is my opportunity. Now I get to one-up Justin Jefferson before he plays later on in the afternoon. I think we do see a 10 out of Stephon Diggs. I think we're going to see, maybe he's going to try to one-up the glove and make a highlight catch of his own. Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, those are my two I'm going with. Split table.
1 week ago, if we would have known that no one would say Jefferson and Cousins in this, that was a rough week for them.
You're not speaking of that team
I know.
anymore.
No, I'm not.
Finally, we're going to count down the minutes, not only until kickoff, but also until our food hits the table and our drinks hit the cups. So it's Thanksgiving side dish throwdown time. Here we go. One's got to go. One will fall off your plate, never to be seen again. One is out of the buffet options. Mac and cheese, sweet potato casserole, mashed potatoes, or stuffing. Jason, you go first. One will not be seen on your Thanksgiving table.
Mashed potatoes. No thought needed.
Don't even
mashed
finish
potatoes,
the question.
Don't eat them. Only time I've ever eaten them, me and my twin brother, Devin, were probably 8 or 9 years old, picky eaters. Like, my mom got to the point where she was just frustrated, tired of cooking the same thing over and over for us. You guys haven't even tasted it. I'm telling you, you're going to like mac and cheese. Made us sit down at the table, eat this, mac and cheese, this mashed potatoes. 5 minutes later after we eat them, we're both in the bathroom and we're throwing up. Since then, have not eaten mashed potatoes, don't like them, don't like the consistency, like nothing about mashed potatoes. When this question came up, it was such an easy answer. Mama Mac, you know it best. Mashed potatoes on my plate, not happening.
I'm going to break your heart right now.
Go on, Peter. Come on, baby. Let's go.
I'm going to go say something.
You don't do it.
I might. I might.
You guys just got along. You just agreed.
You better don't.
I just said on camera that I love you as a new teammate and new family.
We're about to see.
I can't stomach anything sweet potato. That sweet potato casserole can take a hike. That sweet potato stuff is not my thing. I like a mashed potato. I like a tater tot. I like a French fry. Get that sweet potato candy dessert crap off my plate. It's dinner. We are eating real food. We are not having some dessert that you can get at the Sweet Factory later. I am having real food. That sweet potato casserole, that is savory. I am looking not for some dessert or some candy with my turkey. I want to have some solid meat and potatoes and some stuffing. The fact that you would say sweet potato casserole goes on the main dish and is not some after dinner, like, I'm going to have it with my drink afterwards, my port. Jason,
that's not potato pie. Like, that's a part of it too, but
make the case.
Tater tots?
Tater tots are delicious.
Oh my God. Make the case. This guy just said tater tots. Tater tots.
Can't be trusted. You can't be trusted.
Who's next?
I'm next. 365 days a year, I eat macaroni and cheese. I do. I make it for my kids. It's just it's a vehicle to get broccoli or peas into their bodies. And then when they don't want to finish their macaroni and cheese, I eat it. I make it homemade. I make it out of the box. I buy it at the store. I order it at restaurants. Like, mac and cheese surrounds my life. On Thanksgiving Day, I don't want it. I don't want it on Thanksgiving
Talk
Day.
about it.
I want everything else that embodies Thanksgiving, things that I'm not going to make all the other days of the year. Stuffing, dressing, whatever you want to call it. Cranberry never touches my lips except for one day of the year.
I like
anything
that.
Sweet potato, I'm not a huge fan, but I will eat it. Today will be the first time sweet potato casserole is on my Thanksgiving table.
You went for it.
Green beans, I went for it. Anything. Mashed potatoes, yes. I don't got to mash a potato in August. No, I'm not doing that. But mac and cheese, no, that's a 4th of July dish. That's Memorial Day, even Labor Day. Very easy year round, so I don't need it on Thanksgiving. See you later, mac and cheese.
I like the homegrown Thanksgiving foods, like the one team, like Larry Fitzgerald is only on the Cardinals, like cranberries are only on Thanksgiving. I respect that about cranberries. Mac and cheese are a year round. I like the one team foods. However, I think we may have arrived at what I'm going to call a cultural divide here at the table. I'm not into the sweet potatoes at all. And then when I get most triggered, listen, Jay. He gone. Jason, let me.
No mac and cheese.
They try to come to you, and he's just going to go. We might have some of the. Jason, I hear what you're saying, and Peter, I sympathize with him because I feel like no one's backing him up.
I'm not spending Thanksgiving at anybody at the table's house.
There's an obvious visual difference here, so I don't know if that's what we're talking about.
You know what happens? You go to this restaurant and you'll say, "Oh, can I have some French fries?" And they're like, "Oh, would you like the sweet potato fries?" I was like, "No." And also, like, I think it's like $2 more for that, for it to taste worse and allegedly be healthier. I just don't like the taste of it. I like the potatoes that are white. Like, I like the white. I like the conventional.
And the green bean casserole, the vegetable casserole.
It just doesn't.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Maybe you should bring it tomorrow. The leftover sweet potato casserole. We'll do a segment. We got nothing else to talk about. We'll do a segment. We will eat sweet potato casserole from Chris and McCoy.
Before we do, Peter, can you give us your thoughts on collard greens? Are you into the
collard green? No, we're not going
collard greens.
Collard.
You just say green.
No, just saying it.
You just say green.
Collard greens. The only color I have is on my Vineyard Vines golf shirt.
All right. Coming up on Good Morning Football. Please do not let this turkey discussion distract you from setting your fantasy lineups. Adam Rank is going to join us next. If he's not dressed as a turkey, I accept nothing else on Thanksgiving Day. Yes, Peter.
Tater Tot Twitter, come out and support me. How dare you?
I think Tater just Tater Tot.